Hey guys and gals, this is Trevor with InvestorCarrot. We've got our getting started call for this week. It'll be about 60 to 70 minutes, probably closer to the 70-minute time frame, depending on how much we go over here. Because every week I kind of change the call up a little bit, um, go over different things based on what people want to know, different things people are stuck on, things like that. So, um, what we're gonna do today, guys, is once again this is our standard getting started call. I'm gonna walk through a lot of the stuff to get started. If you're a new Investor Carrot member, there's certain things that you should be doing to get started in your account the first week, the first 2 weeks, and then we'll show you some really cool examples, guys, of ways that you can make your look site or your website look different designs that people are doing, stuff like that. And also, one thing, guys, before we dive in, if people can make sure to put any questions you have into the questions panel as we go, shoot your questions through as we go. I'll be answering as we go. That way, you get them out of your mind right away and you get them answered. And another thing too, we've pushed out one big update, and that's mainly for newer members. And then one big update we're going to be pushing out in about a week and a half. Finally, is our vastly upgraded lead page engine. We're really excited about this, guys. We'll be giving you a demo here in the next week, and then rolling it out to members here shortly, to where it's going to insanely speed up the way that we get lead pages online. We're going to make it to where with a couple clicks of a mouse, you guys can get your lead pages on Facebook. You guys are going to be able to create Facebook tabs from your lead page engine. You're going to be able to generate Craigslist ads from your lead page engine, the whole shebang. So if someone hit through the questions panel, if you can hear me, first of all, that way I know that we're good to go. If someone can just put a quick yes in there, if possible. Let's see. And if someone can put a yes if you can see my screen as well. So, okay, cool. Looks like we're good to go, guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and dive in. And if there's questions, like I said, let us know. There's definitely some members who are not new on here. Will, awesome. Welcome in, man. Um, Will is one of our more advanced users, advanced marketers using the system. So, Will, we're going to be pushing out some really cool updates that you'll like here in the next few weeks, man. Some big ones. Good, going really good. Yeah, so we're gonna be pushing out some big updates on the lead page side of things. We're actually running a bunch of Google pay-per-click. Right now, we're testing some totally different looks and feel of sites out, and I'll show you guys some of that stuff. Because we are finding, just doing some tests with pay-per-click, that some different layouts are working better than the current layouts of some stuff. So we're going to be, once we get that data down, we're going to be rolling that out. We're probably still 3 weeks at least away from really rolling out the data on our Google pay-per-click tests. And certain things are working better than we thought they would, which is cool. So let's go and dive in. What we're going to do, guys, is just blow through this right here, because I know there's several members on here who are not new, and there's several who are on here who are new. So I'm going to kind of try to cover the bases here. But what we'll dive into, the InvestorCarrot system, of course. What is this system we call InvestorCarrot? Getting started with the system. I'm going to show you around the system, how to get the most out of it now and in the future. Live demo, help, resources, Q&A. If you don't know me yet, I'm the founder of InvestorCarrot. I'm an investor and entrepreneur myself. Hit me up on LinkedIn there, and just some fancy stats. I've generated a lot of leads online, a little over 70,000 and growing. And all of that data that I'm using, that I'm gathering actually to, when I'm generating traffic, when I'm converting leads, we're taking that same information, we're building it into InvestorCarrot as we go. One of the things with the lead page engine is actually based on some tests that I've been running the last month, where I've been able to get a squeeze page up all the way to almost 68% conversion on the front end. And that's just with email. This isn't motivated sellers, stuff like that. It's in a totally different market, but then we're going to go bring that over to the real estate investor market and see how that goes. Because it's the highest converting lead page that I've ever used and created. And we're going to be putting that same information and data to test in the real estate market, rolling out the stuff that works best for everyone. Passive real estate investor since 2004. Bought a couple properties this year. I'm a buy and hold kind of guy, and for me, I use InvestorCarrot mainly for my buy and hold properties. So every time I have a property, I set up an InvestorCarrot website on it to give myself a better chance of getting leads and tenants in for those properties. And I've started to convert. I've started to convert a lot of stuff, guys, uh, away from standard WordPress onto InvestorCarrot. That's not even related to WordPress at all. And it's kind of interesting. We've had a bunch of calls from members lately that are saying, "Hey, can I use this for my insurance company? Can I use this for my wife's daycare company?" And and the answer is 100% yes. And I do the same thing. I use InvestorCare anytime I need to set up a website fast that looks good. I'm using InvestorCare to get on online and to generate leads. And I'll show you guys a couple of those websites out of the real estate market, just kind of get your mind buzzing on ways that you can work this if you're in other businesses, if you're going to go out there and help people do local marketing, whatever. I mean, InvestorCare is an insanely great tool, not just for investors. But some of the current features, and just going to do a quick brain dump on you. All of your pages and websites are mobile, optimized, and responsive. What this means is when someone views it on a cell phone, someone views it on an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device on your computer, our system automatically resizes it, automatically makes the page look great on whatever device it is. And there's a lot of systems out there that are charging 30 or 40 bucks a month just for what they call a mobile website. And that, of course, is free built into your system because we know that that's how it should be. And every single big update that happens with web development, we're continually innovating, continually staying ahead or right at the curve. So anytime there's any updates on the mobile front and websites need to be catch up with the times, your website is going to be up with the times all the time because we're always continually developing. Powerful and flexible lead page engine that we're going to be coming out with a massive update here shortly. Done for you, ready to go lead pages. That's going to be a big part of that update. Of course, already right now you do have done for you lead pages, but we're going to take it to the next level here shortly. Dead simple testimonials engine, drag and drop forms creator, several free reports already in there. A really sophisticated yet simple SEO grader tool that we're using really, really successfully to get websites ranked well. Optimized two-step opt-in process that's getting more leads to come in the front end and then more qualified leads in the back end. Too many people have really long opt-in forms for motivated sellers on their pages, and they're killing their conversions. They think that they need all this information, but we've done a lot of testing, and we're doing the two-step opt-in process: short form on the front end, feed them to a longer form on the back end, and then on the cash buyer forms are actually some cool things in there to get private lenders to raise their hand. These are all built into your website already. You don't have to do anything at all to get them set up, guys. They're already built in. I'm just kind of letting you know what's there. A new and simple media uploader, property listing engine with Google Map and Google Street View. This is going to be another massive update we're going to be doing hopefully before the end of the year. Updating the heck out of that. Highly customizable with simple clicks of a mouse. And guys, even we are finding new things that we can do with our InvestorCarrot system on the customizable side of things. I'm going to show you guys a few of those quick things that we're doing in our testing that we're doing for members. There's of course starter content going in there for you. So when you initially create your websites, let's say you create a motivated seller site, you click create, there's going to be content already built into your website. Okay. And the content already has some done for you, what we call base SEO, base search engine optimization for your local market. So whatever city you put into that field, when you're signing up and say, hey, here's the city I invest in, that city's already going to be pre-populated all of your website to help with SEO and to make it to where you have a lot less time really getting your website content customized to get up and rolling. We do highly suggest that you dive in and customize some of your content. But one question that keeps coming up from people, because they always hear this Google duplicate content penalty out there, and they're saying, "Hey, so I have to go in and rewrite all my content, right? So it's not hit down by Google." And the answer to that is no. What we're finding more and more is that Google is not slapping down our members. There's a couple different reasons for it, but also the Google duplicate content penalty is really misunderstood by most people as far as what we have found in what we've found with our SEO consultants that work with us. There's a lot of things that Google does slap down for duplicate content. If you have the same page on your one website, they're going to take one of those pages out of the index. There's some other reasons, but just with our auto populating your information into your site and just some simple things, we're finding that people's sites are still getting ranked well. With that said, do we suggest that people go through and customize some of the content? Heck yeah, we do. There's a few reasons for it. Number one is to help increase your conversions. If you're not customizing your content, then you're not making your website feel personal. You're not making your website connect with your prospect. And if you really want to run a great business and generate leads online or anywhere, you need to be able to connect with the prospect and show that you're a credible person and company to work with. And to do that, you're going to need to spend a little bit of time in customizing that content. You can integrate social media with your websites, the whole shebang. So first things first is, if you haven't done this already, log into your account. You can do it at oncarrot.com. There's a sign in link up there. It'll take you to a page that looks kind of like this with the username and password box. Go ahead and log in. It's going to take you to your account page. And Will, since you've been a member, you've probably seen this account page change several times. We've got an update coming here shortly too. The account page is where you're going to find all of your websites. Okay, after you create your websites, this is where your websites are going to go. It's where you can access them, you can edit them. One thing that we're rolling out here in the next 3 to 5 days actually is a brand new, what we call preset styling, where it's going to be right here on your content page or your account page, where with a couple clicks of a mouse, you're going to be able to totally restyle your website with one click of a mouse instead of having to go into the appearance tab and change all kinds of stuff. And then from there, once you get 90% of the way with the styling, then from there, if you wanted to, you could go into the appearance tab and tweak some stuff like I'm going to show you guys today. But we're continually getting feedback from people, continually innovating, making the system simpler, yet more powerful too. So one quick thing, I'm going to buzz through this, but this is really important for new members to know, just to really kind of get a quick tour of the websites, so we can show you what we consider, what we call different parts of the websites. When you're looking at our tutorials or talking with our support, you know how to reference things, or you know if we're saying, hey, in your sidebar, then you know where your sidebar is. So up in the upper left, that's what we call the header area. That's where your logo is, stuff like that. Okay, so in your header area, by default, when you create a website, you're going to have what we call a text-based logo. It's not going to have pictures and stuff like that. It's just going to be a text logo with your company name and tagline if you put one in there. But you can upload a logo. I'm going to show you guys really quickly how to do that today. Right below, you got the main navigation menu. You can change almost everything about that menu: the links, the colors, the size, the font. The one thing you cannot change about that menu is where it goes. Right now, we can't change the menu to go on, let's say, the left sidebar. But I am going to show you kind of a little hack for those of you who want your website to look a little bit differently, to where we can put that main navigation menu all the way at the top of your website. Get rid of the logo at the top, get rid of the top nav. I'm going to show you guys this. Right below that is called the hero section. In this section, it's really cool because you can update the picture behind there. You can put a video there on the left side where the content is if you want. You can choose to have a form, take the form out, whatever's really fitting your business. I'm going to show you a couple examples of websites with forms, ones without, and why they were built the way that they are. So you can choose to kind of tweak your website if that's what you want to do. And you can also choose to have the hero section off of your pages. I'm going to show you a couple examples where we're not using the hero section and it's working well. It just really depends on what your goals are and how you want to present that to your web visitor. Below that, we've got the main content section. So this is where you're going to edit your content in your website. It's kind of like using Microsoft Word. If you can use Microsoft Word, you can edit the content in your site. Over to the right is the sidebar, and the main or the cash buyer websites and motivated seller sites by default have a sidebar there with a banner and recent posts and stuff like that. But you can also, with a click of a mouse, take the sidebar out, or you can, with a click of a mouse, move the sidebar to the left. Really quick and simple, guys. You never have to touch any HTML code with InvestorCarrot. And a lot of people just choose to take the sidebar totally out. I'm going to show you some of my websites that I'm actually using where we don't have a sidebar, and I'm going to tell you why I took the sidebar out in those certain circumstances. And then up in the top right, you've got the top navigation menu. By default, all of the websites have this. We feel that's a great place to put your general information about your company, contact, about that kind of stuff. But same thing, guys. One of the beauties about InvestorCarrot is it's so darn customizable. If you see something about your website that you don't like, you can change it. You can remove different things if you just don't like them. Okay, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that today. So really quick tour around after you create your website and go to your dashboard for a specific website, kind of what you'll see. And what you're going to see is on the left side, this is really where you're going to make everything happen. And Chris, my lead developer, and I were here in the office yesterday looking at things, and we're always continually trying to make things simpler for users, make it more intuitive. and we're going to be making a massive update here around the start of the year. It's going to be yanking a lot of these options out of here. It's going to be making it way simpler to use. Going to be making it way more powerful. So when you log into the dashboard of your website, you're just going in there to change content and get lead pages and get stuff going. Okay. In the dashboard, we're going to take out all of your appearance stuff and handle that on your account page. It'll make total sense when you guys see the new change. It's going to be pretty cool stuff. So now let's look at the most common things that you'll use as InvestorCarrot here in your first month. Okay, if you're an InvestorCarrot like Will, who's been an InvestorCarrot member for a long time, you're probably well beyond this, but maybe you want to change some of these things. So what I would suggest, guys, is going in this order. Okay, go in this order. The first week, what I would focus on, or maybe in the first day, what I would focus on is your appearance and branding. Okay, focus on that appearance, focus on that branding. What I mean by that is get your website looking the way you want it to look. Some members don't do anything, which is awesome. You know, on some of my websites, I haven't done anything at all in the appearance and branding, kept the colors the same, background the same, font the same, all that. And I'm still getting leads coming into these websites. So don't think that you have to go through and do a full-on reboot of the design. Okay, and that's one big mistake I think a lot of people make is they think they've got to totally change everything, and the answer is that you don't. Okay, just change the most important part of your website that you can change is your content. So don't really get too awfully stuck on the appearance and branding unless you have something specific in mind that you really want to make your website look like, and then move on to the content. So once you get your website looking the way you want, then it's time to spend a little bit of time on your content. And like I said, make it to where you're tweaking it to where it's specific to your business. Dive in there and edit your about page, put in a picture of yourself, that kind of stuff. After you get that done, then it's time to get your first leads. And really, guys, you can have your first leads in your InvestorCarrot system within a week if you really want to. If you don't get bogged down in the details and you focus on what's truly important, which is going out there marketing, getting traffic. If you really focus on what's important, you can get your first leads within a week. We have people doing that because they're not getting stuck on appearance and branding. They're asking us for help. So a lot of people are buying our customization packages so we can dive in and do it for them to get you moving more quickly. But then they're getting lead pages up and quickly, generating their first cash buyer leads, within days. Generating their first motivated seller leads within days from some really quick things that we're doing. And then long term, you got the SEO. And one thing that I really want to make people realize here in this call is that SEO is not a quick and instant thing. Okay, if you're expecting to get ranked on page one for We Buy Houses Phoenix within 3 weeks of signing up for your website, it's not going to happen. Okay, because that's a really hard term to get ranked for. And if you're in a really competitive market, your website it's got a lot of competition. Okay, but with our SEO tool, our SEO grading tool, and our SEO training, you can really ramp that up. And over the long term, over the next 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, really get those rankings. And once you get those rankings using our SEO tools, then you'll probably be there for a while. And you're going to keep on getting those perpetual leads coming in, those free leads each and every week to really supplant the leads that you're getting from other places. Okay. So let's go and dive in right now, guys. Let's go and dive in. I'm going to show you some stuff in here. And one of the things I'm going to do first, I'm just going to blow through. There's some websites that I pulled up to give people a quick little run through of different ways that you can make your websites look. Okay, here's one right here, guys. This is one that we actually whipped together yesterday. This is based on, one second here, let me shut this down. There we go. This website actually was based on one a member sent to us and said, hey, I really like this website. Can you make InvestorCarrot look like this? And this is one, guys, that we're just testing out. Of course, we're going to be changing it around a little bit, so it's not a total copy of this website. But one thing I want you to guys really realize is the way that your website looks by default is not the way that you have to keep it. Okay, so while your website might start out looking kind of like this, might start out kind of looking like this a little bit, with maybe 15, 20, 30 minutes of time, and when you really know our system, you can get it to look like this, and you can see how different this is. And you can see here's the original website our customer sent us, and we're not done. We whipped this sample test site together in about 30 minutes, just clicking options, not touching 1 ounce of HTML. And you can see we really nailed the essence of this website. And you've got the form over here, you've got the box there. We went ahead and took their graphic, which will of course change out before we roll it out to members who want it. We moved the navigation bar to the top, and all we did to do that was deleted our logo, deleted the top navigation. That's it, and it bumped the navigation up to the top. You can see we got testimonials there on the left, the whole shebang. And if we just update the background image here and put a little custom stuff in here, then you can see we pretty much nailed the website just within 30 minutes. If we spend another 30 minutes, we'll get the website about 98% of the way there. And that's the power with InvestorCarrot, guys. The InvestorCarrot is so customizable. You do not have to touch any HTML. That your options are really limitless in what you want your site to look like. And if you're not a techie or you just don't want to spend the time getting your site tweaked like that, we've got our guys. We can do it for you. Okay, we've got our customization program, or we can dive in. Our team can dive in. You tell us, hey, here's what I want my site to look like, and we can dive in and make that happen for you. Here's another one. This member's actually out of Chicago, and he had our team do the customizations for him. And we didn't do a whole lot. We kept it really simple, which is what he wanted. Kept the colors the same. We took the background out of here. Made a new picture here for him, but you guys can do the same thing where we just went to Google Maps, pulled up a map of Chicago, and we took a screenshot picture of that map and uploaded it here to the hero image. It makes it look really personal to the Chicago area versus having that just default house there. Took a property that he's flipping and put that in there, so it's a personal house from Chicago. People can relate to that, and you can see it's a really clean looking website and didn't take much customization at all. Here's another one. This is a design test of ours. We have a few members who are using it now. And this is one for people who are really looking for that institutional, commercial type look, okay? Same thing, a member of us sent us a website and said, hey, I want my site to look like this. Can we do it? And our team went to work just using the appearance tab, not touching one stitch of HTML or CSS or anything, just doing exactly what you can do yourself. And we turned the site from looking, kind of like that to looking like this. And I know it's hard to believe. You don't have to understand how we did it. But if you want yours to look like this, just know it's possible, and you can hit us up. We can either show you how it's done, or we can do it for you in our customization program. And guys, the options are just limitless on the way you make your website look. And like I said, don't get bogged down in the details of how. Just figure out how you want your site to look, and then as far as the how it's going to get done, we can help you with that. That way you can spend your time doing the stuff that's the most valuable. Okay, and a few other sites. So here's one of my websites. You can see I chose not to customize this almost at all. The background's the same, the color's the same. The only thing that I really customized was the content. So I took a picture of my property and put it back there. So it's an actual picture of the property. Changed the content, changed the form here. And this is one really good conversion tip, guys. This is a huge conversion tip to kind of grab onto here. Depending on your market and depending on what you're really offering, you might want to test out some different calls to action in your hero section if that's what you're using, okay, or in your lead pages. Initially, we went with a free report here. It was a free report on how to save 30 to 40% on your rent in Klamath Falls, Oregon, and we got a terrible response from it. Okay, which looking back is probably an obvious thing, because what we need to do, guys, is we need to put ourselves in the mind of our web visitor. Okay, what's on their mind when they're landing on your website? Whether they're a motivated seller or a cash buyer, or in this case, for this website of mine, a tenant, someone who's looking for a place to rent. What's going on in these tenants' minds is they're going to Google. They're typing up, Klamath Falls apartments, or there's several other terms they're typing up, I'm sure. They come here and there's all the paid ads, of course. You scroll down and they check out some of these ones. And then they land on our website right here, KlamathFallsApartments.net. And it's on page 1 in Google. It has been since about the second week that we launched the site. Then it went down to page 2 for a little while. Then it's back up here on page 1 after a Google update that happened about a month and a half ago. Because we're continually staying up to date with what Google's doing. The Google update liked what we're doing on our websites. It bumped all the sites back up. A great example of this, guys. Then we'll dive into actually really customizing your site. But another great example of this is a member of ours in Connecticut. he actually was ranked on page 19 when he switched his website over to InvestorCarrot, and uh, and he didn't do anything on customization at all, and he climbed up to about page 4, page 5 from page 19. Switched from another service, was on page 19. InvestorCarrot got into page 4 without doing any work. And then from there, he's like, how can I get to page 1 and start getting some leads through these search terms? So we dove in with him. He followed our 3 lead per day training, and we did some of it for him for a fee, but followed the 3 lead per day training. Within 2 months, he went from page 2 for We Buy Houses CT and We Buy Houses Connecticut and Sell House Fast CT, all those search terms. He was at number 1 at one time, and then it softened down during a Google update to at the bottom of page 1. And then in this most recent update, the same time mine went back up in the middle of August or September around there, Google made another update, which is the one that it looks like it's going to be more constant, and it bumped all of our websites up rankings. So you can see here's his number 3 there. If you type in We Buy Houses Connecticut, it's going to be the same thing. It's really ranking well, and he's getting traffic and leads to his website every single week. And these people are paying for the ads, and he's not. So anyway, guys, the SEO tool, which I'll show you here in a bit, is really powerful. And that's all we did for this website. We didn't drive any links. We didn't do anything like that. We just used the SEO tool. And he did post some Craigslist ads following what we directed him to do, which does help because it provides some links back there. But we didn't do any other links other than Craigslist at all. So here's another one of my websites, and you can see I'm only showing you these ones, guys, because I actually own the darn company, and I'm not spending a lot of time customizing my sites because I know that I really value speed. I value speed of implementation. I just want to make stuff happen and get my stuff out there. I can always customize stuff later as I go, but I never get bogged down in the details at the start. So here's one on a property that I own. It's actually a townhome overlooking a golf course that we picked up this year for an insane deal. You wouldn't believe it if you heard the deal. But now we're using this as a rental. We've actually got a guy in there right now. We're renting to a really niche market, a niche sub market that pays double market rents. So where normal people are paying $1,500 a month for a type of property like this, a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath overlooking a golf course at this resort, they're paying around $3,000 a month for this. And the tenants are like the best tenants you can ever imagine. So if you have any questions on that, hit me up. I can kind of let you guys know what we're doing. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive into an account. So I'm just going to go to oncarrot.com. I'm going to log in, and we're going to really quickly, guys, go through some things to customize a website. Okay, I'm just going to log into my admin account here. I'm going to log into my personal account with my that's my little password saver. They updated it recently, and I don't like how they updated it. It doesn't make it as easy to use. Okay, there we go. One sec. We'll just do this. This will get us in there. Okay. So I went ahead and logged into my personal account. This is where I have all of my personal websites. Actually, before this one, while this one's loading up, let me show you another one, guys. This is kind of like a side project of mine and another local entrepreneurs here in Roseburg. We've kind of a really cool entrepreneur movement going on. Actually, just yesterday we had our angel investment conference. Guys, I live in a small town of about 30,000 people, where we're going through a really cool insurgence of entrepreneurial energy here. A big part of that is what we're doing here in the Loft, my entrepreneur workspace, our young entrepreneur group. And then, of course, like I said yesterday, we had our angel investment group where there's a group of us investors, 17 of us were on this group. We invested $135,000 into one Oregon company, and really cool. God, I'm passionate about this stuff, so I'm just going to go show you this really quick before I actually dive in. There were a bunch of companies that applied, about 25, and from all around Oregon. Some of them were here local. And one of the companies actually was a tech company that's getting a lot of play here in Oregon, and they just won the Bend Oregon Venture Conference. They won a $250,000 investment for their company. But this company right here, Homeschool Snowboarding, it's a Portland, Oregon company. They're getting a ton of press, ton of PR. They're really gaining traction in the market. and this is the company that we actually invested 125 grand in. So I own a part of this company now, but that's why I do what I do at Carrot. I'm just passionate about entrepreneurship. And here's a website we set up on Carrot. This about 3 weeks ago. You can see we made our home page a squeeze page, and you can see we put a custom background image back there. We tied this to Aweber, the email marketing platform. That's just what we use for this website. So someone can opt in. I'm just going to click the no thanks button, which bypasses the website. It takes us to the blog. So this is using Carrot, guys. I'm just saying this as an example to really open up your mind for if you want websites that work well in other markets. Let's say you have a different company or you want to put a personal blog up. You can do that with your Carrot account. And then you can see all we did was change the background. We changed a little bit of the font. We put an opt-in box in the sidebar, and we're good to go. And this has been working really, really well. We've generated about 300 or 400 opt-ins in the last 3 weeks through this, all using Carrot. One last example of another kind of non-traditional way to use Carrot outside of real estate is I moved my personal blog over to Carrot, and you can see it's just my personal blog. So if you have a personal blog or you have another company, guys, you want to set up on your Carrot account, you can do that. Okay, so the possibilities are really, really endless. So I'm inside of my account. Let me just go ahead and go to my main account here, and then we'll go and start tweaking some things. And if anyone has questions, I mean, hit me up with questions because I really want to answer what is on people's minds right now, what roadblocks you're having, stuff like that. So one of the first things you're going to find when you log into your account is if you've already created websites, of course, here's what you're going to see. You're going to see your listing of websites. After you've created your website, you're going to see this blue add domain button. That's how you're going to add your domain or attach your domain to your website. You don't have to add a domain before you go in and start customizing your site. Okay, you just don't have to. A lot of people they'll go in and start customizing their site first, and then when the site's all done, then they add their domain. Okay, so that's definitely an option for you. You can always add or change your domains later. If you have any issues with your C names in adding the domain, hit us up. We'll guide you in the right direction, or we can do that for you for just a one-time $15 fee. It just pays for our admin's times to dive into your domain registrar and do that for you. And then all the way at the bottom, you're going to see a couple of things. You're going to see this trainings. We're creating a few trainings right now that we're going to be putting in here around the start of the year that are really advanced trainings based on some things that we've been doing. And then we've got our 3 lead per day training, which is kind of our flagship training that we're going to be uploading most of our traffic generation content in as we go. We've got some really cool trainings going out here shortly, one on what we call retargeting. That's a really advanced training for you advanced guys like Will on this call. He's probably a guy who would want to use retargeting if he's already not using it. So we've got one where we're going to show you how to do that effectively to get motivated sellers back to your websites after they've already been there. We're doing one here actually next week on Craigslist marketing. We're doing Craigslist marketing implementation for some members through the Lead Pro or the Content Pro plan, and we've been doing a bunch for our own test sites and our own sites. And we found a really good format that's working well to really dominate the cash buyer side of things. Getting motivated sellers on Craigslist is a little bit harder. It's a little bit more manual, but it can be done. And that's something as we go here, we will be piling that in there as well. We've got a Facebook marketing one coming out here shortly as well, showing you how to really build a good solid cash buyer list on there. Motivated sellers on Facebook is tough. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Getting motivated sellers on Facebook is really tough, but getting private lender prospects on Facebook and cash buyers seems to be working definitely better. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and go into one of my test websites here. I'm going to go into this one right here. I'm just going to click this dashboard button. If you want to see what your website looks like after you launch it, you can always click View Site, and it will open it up in a new box there. So this is the website we're going to be running on just in this call on going through tweaking stuff. Okay. So what I'm going to do in this call, guys, I'm going to show you once again what you need to be doing in the first week of your InvestorCarrot membership, the first few weeks, the first month, and then guys like Will and some other ones on this call who have been with us for a while. I'll kind of lay out some quick stuff on the SEO side of things, but mostly everything after you get past your first month, then you'll be want to be doing some of the more advanced stuff as you go. Okay. So, and Will, you mentioned very effective. What part of what I mentioned a little bit ago have you found effective? Was it the Facebook side of things or the Retargeting or Craigslist? Awesome. Yeah. So Will has been using AdWords retargeting. We actually, Will, I'm not sure if you've heard of this. This is kind of a cool one. We've actually been doing this one called Perfect Audience, and I'm sending it to you right now. Perfectaudience.com. We actually like that better than AdWords retargeting, just our personal preference. Um, we've been using it a lot in other markets. Heck, we've been using it in on our InvestorCarrot website. So people who land on that website, we're starting to retarget people. We're using it in our consulting for. We have an insurance company that we do consulting for, and we're doing a lot of marketing for them for the cover Oregon side of things. And we're actually using retargeting there. And we found that Perfect Audience is getting us the best prices. It's getting us. It's more flexible and it can serve up remnant ads. And if guys, if you're listening to this and you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. It can serve up remnant ad space in Google AdWords. You can retarget inside of people's Facebook accounts. So if someone lands on your website, with perfect audience, you can choose to when they log into their Facebook account, you can put an ad directly on their timeline right there. All kinds of stuff. And also with Perfect Audience, it'll serve up ads in other ad networks, not just Google AdWords. So really effective. Try it out. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to be diving in here and customizing the site. One of the first things you're going to see when you look at your website, and if you're logged into your account, is you're going to see this bar at the top. Okay, you're going to see this bar. It's what we call our quick start bar. And everywhere you go on your website, any page you navigate to, that bar is going to follow you around as long as you're logged into your account. Okay. And it's a really quick way to dive into your different pages to do stuff. So right here, you can see if I want to edit this testimonials page, all I got to do is go up here and click edit page. And it's going to take me to the page editor. If I want to look at some SEO stuff on this, I hover over this. I can do some keyword research, which is kind of a bummer because Google changed their keyword tool, which I really hate their keyword tool right now. So we're finding some other options. You can analyze the page for your backlinks. This is kind of more advanced SEO stuff. And then you can dive into your advanced SEO settings if you want. Most people won't touch this. For you advanced people, this is a tool for you. So let's go ahead and dive in, guys, into our dashboard. And the first thing we're going to see here is our dashboard. And what I would highly suggest you do is spend 10, 15 minutes just going through and getting familiar with your dashboard. Okay. Go through here, take the dashboard tour. To do that, just go ahead and click this, read it, and see what each element of your dashboard is so you can really learn to know what it is. Okay. Just go ahead and click next, read them all, and then you'll get really familiar with what is where in your dashboard. This will take a couple minutes. Okay. When you're all done with it, it'll check this green, and then you'll be good to go. If you have already added your custom domain, this will be checked green. If you haven't, go ahead and add it whenever you're ready to. And just kind of move your way through these, okay? If you're able to get through these, this will get you 75% of the way there with, just really quickly getting some of the quick stuff done. What we're going to do first is we're going to go to the logo area. And by default, your logo button here will not be green because you won't have a logo on your site by default. You'll have what we call the text-based logo. And you can just click that to go to the logo area. Or another way to get there is you can click this appearance tab to go to the logo area. I'm just going to go ahead and delete this logo that's in there. Click Save Changes just to show you guys where your sites, of course, will look like. And then, okay, you can see now the logo is gone. Now it's what we call our text-based logo, okay? And this can be edited here. So let's say you want to change what's in there. It could be maybe ABC Property Investments, tagline. Okay, put whatever tagline you want in there, or you can delete a tab, no tagline at all. I'm going to refresh, and you're going to see how quickly this updated. And you can update what this looks like too. Let me show you an example. Actually, this is a cool. That's the wrong one. Let's green. 1 second here. Let me see if I can remember the name of this website. I can't remember. I'll find it here in a bit. But there's a website, one of our members, who he was the first one to use our new styling presets. And you can totally change what this looks like up here if you want to. So that was the first thing. But if you do want to upload a logo, all you got to do is go here to the custom logo area, click upload. and you can go find the logo on your computer, grab it and put it in there. And one quick feature that I want to mention in here, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because we do have help tutorials on all of this stuff, guys. If I'm going too fast, just check out our help section. Type in whatever you're looking for here, and it'll help it out. If you want to learn how to get your logo in there, type logo, and it'll show you how to upload your logo. Okay. Edit. If you want to learn how to edit your images inside of the system, type edit images, and you can see there's a tutorial on editing and resizing your images. Because we actually have an image editor built into the system. If you want to crop your logo, if there's too much white space, or if your logo ends up being too big, just go here to our editing and resizing images in the help section, and look at that tutorial. It's a few-minute tutorial, and it'll walk you through how to do it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and select a logo from my media library because I already have some uploaded. But if you don't have your logo uploaded already, just go ahead and click select files and find it on your computer. And like I said, I'm just going to select the media library because this is where any picture or PDF or document that you upload to your system, this is where it's going to go. You can just go ahead and click the media library. It's going to bring it up. There's a little delay in my Wi-Fi right now, looks like. Come on, Wi-Fi. Let me make sure it's still going here. Okay, that loaded. So let me, 1 second, guys. I just want to see here, make sure my Wi-Fi is, there we go. Okay, had a little hiccup in it. So I'm just going to select an image that I already had in my media library. Like I said, I'm just going to click this one. But if you want to upload your own, all you got to do is upload it. Once it's uploaded, come down here, click Use as Custom Logo, and it's going to put that into your website now. And then you'll just click Save Changes, which will pop up here in a bit after this. The Wi-Fi is kind of delayed this morning. That's weird. Come on. Haven't seen this issue lately. Must be a weird issue on the Wi-Fi in the area. But anyway, after you click Use this custom logo, it's going to put it into your system. All you got to do is click Save Changes on there, and it's going to put the logo on your homepage. Okay. So I'm going to refresh this, and if the Wi-Fi catches up with me, there we go. So now you can see the logos there. So the next thing, guys, that I would do if I were you, if you want to change things in your website, is one thing a lot of people like to change. They like to change the color of their navigation bar up here to kind of better fit their company colors. Okay. So let's say I want to change this navigation bar to this green up here to kind of fit that green in the logo. All I got to do is go in here to Appearance and then go up to Styling and Layout. And the way that these buttons are laid out here is basically whatever you want to change the look and feel of your website. It would be under whatever section in here describes the part that you want to change. So if you want to change the look and feel of your header, which once again is this area up here where your logo is, you can click Header and it's going to take you to the options here. So here over the next month or so, we're going to be really slimming these options down and simplifying the system. But there's a lot of things that you can do to really customize what things look like. Okay, for instance, in the header, if you want to change, like I said, if you wanted to change this over here, this Call Us, you can change that. Okay, the Call Now font style, let's say we want to make that a red. Okay, let's make this dark red. Click, drag, drop. Phone number. Let's make the phone number black. Okay, and we can make the phone number, let's make these Arial font. Okay, so you can see, guys, I'm clicking a couple buttons, not touching one stitch of HTML. You're going to see this is going to change colors and font type here shortly. So you can see I changed it to red and it changes the colors and changed the font to Arial. So you guys can kind of toy around with that a little bit. But what we're going to do is we're going to change that primary navigation bar color. So go here and click primary navigation, and you're going to see some colors. So background color, that's what this is right here. That's what this is. So we're going to change this color from orange to green. Okay. So all we got to do is click, drag it to the green color family, drop it on the exact color you're looking for, click Save Changes. And the beauty about this is you can go in there and tweak stuff. You can tweak it until you find the exact color you're looking for. I think I pretty much nailed it on the first shot on this one. But if you wanted to tweak it a little more, you could, of course, go back and find the very specific color and click Save Changes. So the next thing I'm going to do is you can see when I hover over this, there's this orange color back here. And without touching any HTML at all, within a couple seconds, we can change this orange color. So let's say I want to change this orange color just to a lighter green. Okay. I'm just going to go into Appearance, go here to hover background color. I'm just going to go down, click, drag, drop it on this little bit lighter green color. Click Save Changes. I'm going to go back here, refresh, and you're going to see now that hover color has changed within seconds to this little bit lighter green color. Okay. So really quickly, guys, we went in there and changed some stuff. You can even change the size of your navigation font. I'll bump it up to 20. Let's say I want to change it to a Times New Roman type font. Okay. Click Save Changes, refresh, and you're going to see how quickly we just changed the size and type of the font on that page. So one of the next things we're going to do, guys, is we're going to change the background. Okay, you can see, on some of these websites, this one's got this gray background. That's how your websites, your cash buyer and motivated seller sites are going to look by default. You can see I kept it the same on both of those sites. You can see this one, your main company branding site by default is going to have a white background, but you can change all that. Like I said, this one's got a white background. Every bit of that can be changed, guys. So we're going to take this from a white background to something more like this. Okay, we're going to have a background here. We're going to have this box here. So in here, I'm going to go to this thing called box layout, and box layout is what handles putting that box around here that I showed you before. So this box right here that your motivated seller and cash buyer sites have by default, this can be removed or added with the click of a mouse in any website you want. So right here, box layout style, enable the box layout. All I gotta do is click that box so it's checked, click Save Changes, and I'm gonna go back here and refresh, and you're gonna see when I refresh this page, you can see the box now is put in there, okay? I'm just gonna go back over here, and you can see some of you guys, I've had this question asked before. People are saying, hey, how are you going back and looking at the changes really fast? And all I'm doing, guys, is I open up my editor in one frame on my browser, and I open up my website on another tab, another frame, and every time I make a change, I just go back here and refresh. Okay. So let's say we want to change the background color here now. Okay, so this right here, rather than the white, let's change it to another color. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to General Styling, and this is where your background stuff is. So if you want to upload a picture as your background, kind of like we had done at that Business in the Burgle site that I showed you before, like this site right here, all that we did, and once again, this is not related to real estate, guys. I use this website just in my own business. What we did is we took a picture of our city downtown. We uploaded this picture here in this picture editor. Okay, let's say we just want to do a color. I'm just going to go here. I'm going to change this to kind of a darker gray. Click Save Changes. Go here, refresh. Now you're going to see the background color of this website is this darker gray. Okay, and it really makes a big visual impact. So within a matter of minutes, we changed the logo, changed the colors, the size, the font, change the background, and it made a huge, huge visual impact. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do, guys, we're going to go here and tweak what we call this hero image, this hero section. Okay. And all you got to do is and once again, if you're editing the look and feel of your website and you're on the page that has the hero section you want to edit, let's go ahead and click Edit Page on that page. Okay. And then you're going to go ahead and go through and you can edit this page. You can edit this hero section. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and scroll down here, and you're going to scroll down and find what we call the hero section options. And the beauty about our admin, guys, you can click and drag and drop your different elements around your system to really organize your page editor the way you want it. Okay, so if you want your hero section options up top and you bumped your SEO deal down there, that can be there. So you're going to see right here, actually, let's go look at the website again. You're going to see right here where there's this picture back here. Okay, so this picture can be changed with the click of a mouse, guys. And what we suggest is that you take a picture and put it there that really relates to your specific area or your specific target customer. Okay, so if this house doesn't look like a picture in your area, then you should get a picture and swap it out, kind of like I did with my KlamathFallsApartments.net one. I just swapped it out with a picture of my particular property. Okay, that takes a few minutes. It's not hard to do at all. So what we got to do is, if we want to do that, go over here to the featured image section, and you're going to see that we recommend a size for that image, and we recommend that image be at least 980 pixels wide. Okay, so 980 pixels wide, and that is so it actually fills out this whole section all the way across. Okay, if you put something in that's narrower than 980 pixels, it's going to show up narrower, and it's not going to fill out the whole space. If you put in something that's wider, that's not a big deal. It can be wider than 980 pixels. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this featured image. I'm going to click Update, and you're going to see when you don't have a featured image in there, it's just going to show this default image that is on your website. Okay, so this is the same this is the same image you've got on your website. And if this property doesn't look like a property that would be in your area, I would highly suggest you upload a picture. Go down some streets of areas you invest in, guys. Or if you're on if you're doing a motivated seller type of website, just go in your area, or buyer, go in the area, take some pictures with your iPhone, upload them in here, crop them with our image editor if you want, and then just add it as the featured image here on your hero section. So I'm just going to go in here and add a picture I already have in my media library. Let's go and add this one. This is one, like I said, I just took a screenshot of a Google map. If you don't know what a screenshot is, no biggie, hit us up on support and we can guide you in the right direction. But we just took a screenshot of a Google map of a specific area. So you could do the same thing. You could go to Google and type up Google map for Chicago if that's your city. And we just took a screenshot of the Chicago map, or whatever city this is. And it looks pretty good. Now people who are here, if they're familiar with Chicago, they can tell pretty quickly that this is a map of whatever city that you're in. Okay, so let's say that's the image you want in there. Next, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to edit this section over here. So you can put a video in here like we've done here. You can put any kind of content in here. And you can see here in this sample site, we went ahead and took out the form. But I'm going to show you guys how to edit that real quick. Okay. So back down here to the hero section options, you can see on select opt-in form, I have it as none. Okay. And here's a quick example of one reason why maybe you wouldn't want an opt-in form there. Okay. Here's one of our members who's using our new multifamily buyer website. So this is a website geared toward attracting people who are wanting to buy or are wanting to sell their small multifamily properties. And with this particular type of customer, they're probably not going to fill out a form to get a free report, or a really quick form if they're looking to sell a multifamily property. But they might be interested in going on a path to learn more information. So what we did in our hero section was we put a picture there of a property, like one that this customer is looking at buying. They changed the content here to be specific for buying multifamily properties. And then we put a button there. Okay, so sell your multifamily property. And it takes them to a page where then they can go learn more information about how they can sell their multifamily property. Okay, really simple stuff, guys. Really, really simple and cool stuff. So I'm going to go back. Let me close this out. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to add a form here just to show you how to do it. So I'm going to go here and select opt-in form. A couple cool things about this, guys. You can do your own custom opt-in form code. Okay, so if you're using an outside system for your CRM or for your email marketing, and they enable you to make opt-in form code, you can go ahead and do that. Just click custom opt-in form code. Then all you got to do is put in your opt-in form code right there, or select any of the forms from your dropdown. Okay, so let's say I'm going to do the fixture upper properties form. Let's say I'm just going to delete this. So the way that you put a YouTube video on your website, guys, is with our system, you never have to touch YouTube embed codes ever again. Okay, and you never have to fiddle with them, fiddle with the size, fiddle with the look and feel. All you have to do is grab the URL of the page where you're viewing that YouTube video, put it in here, and you can see our system automatically resizes it to fit perfect in any area that you're wanting to put a video. Our system automatically takes the title out, which is just really annoying for a viewer. And our system automatically takes the related videos out at the end. And that's a really important thing, guys, because if you're putting YouTube videos up on your websites and you're not removing the related videos at the end, what is happening is people are watching your video, and then your competitors' videos are popping up at the end of the YouTube video. And of course, someone might click your competitor's video, go there, and maybe do business with them. So by default, we've already thought about that with your InvestorCarrot system. You don't have to think about that, guys. There's all kinds of stuff built into your InvestorCarrot system where we're making your life easier, making it to where we're optimizing it, knowing how it's going to make it work better, and you don't even have to think about it. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and take this out for now, and I'm just going to go ahead and update this, so just so you can see how quickly you guys can edit the content on your hero section. So now there's going to be a form over here. You're going to see the video is going to disappear, and you're just going to see some content there. Okay. Looks like it's delaying on me a little bit again. Let me refresh and see if it made it happen. Cool. So you can see there's the new form we put there, and here's the content I put there. So Really quick and simple to update the hero section. The next thing I'm going to show you guys, the last thing on the look and feel. I mean, there's a lot more you can do to change the look and feel of your websites, but I guess I've got two more things. So one thing right here is sidebar. Okay, you notice here on this website, my clamfallsapartments.net one. On this website, I chose not to have a sidebar, and there really wasn't a reason for conversion why I chose not to have a sidebar. My reason that I don't have a sidebar here is honestly because, like I said, I value speed a lot, speed of implementation, and I chose to take the sidebar out because honestly, I didn't have anything to put in the sidebar at the time. So all I did was I went in and I took my sidebar out. Okay, so you can see here on this page we have a sidebar, and all you got to do is go into your page editor, scroll all the way down to the bottom of your page editor. You're gonna see this thing that says layout. Okay, and on your layout, you can choose different options for your sidebar. I'm just gonna go ahead and click this one, which has no sidebar. You can see there's only one big column. I'm just gonna go ahead and click update, and I'm gonna refresh. And you're gonna see now when this refreshes, okay, it looks like the update hadn't saved yet. Let's looks like my internet's just a little slow on the uptake today. Okay, there we go. So refresh it. Now the sidebar should be gone. Okay, so now you can see now the sidebar's not there. It's just one big wide column. Or another thing that you can do that we've done on some of our stuff, guys, is you can move the sidebar to the left if you want. Okay, so update. I'm going to show you this site here. That's what we did there. We moved the sidebar to the left, and we put an opt-in form in the sidebar. Okay, so you can see I'm going to refresh this now, and now we have a sidebar on the left side. So guys, you guys can fill around with this, find what you like, or like I said, don't overcomplicate things because I don't overcomplicate things on my own sites. Just keep things simple, speed of implementation, so you can get out there and get marketing more quickly. Okay, and this is the new feature that I mentioned that we're rolling out here shortly. If you're watching this video and it's already out there and live for you, awesome. But this is the new feature that you're gonna see here shortly that'll give you a really quick way to customize the look and feel of your website really quickly. Okay, it's what we call our preset styling. Let's see if we can get it to load here in this slow Wi-Fi today. It's called a preset styling, and we're still tweaking some of the stylings. We're still getting more styling options built in. Here, as you'll see we've got 4 right now. Come on. Yeah, it looks like for some reason the connection's going in and out, which is really weird. So hopefully the webinar is still hanging on for you. Okay, so here's our new preset styling page, guys. We still have a few things to clean up, but just so you know, this is the future of InvestorCarrot. This is how here in the future in 2014, you're going to be able to edit your websites. In the future, you're going to be able to click an element and you're going to edit it without having to do it in the back end. If you want to edit a sidebar, you're going to be able to click the sidebar and edit the sidebar. Okay, that's the direction we're moving. It's a little ways out. That is the direction we're moving. Right now, as our first effort into this, we have what we call our preset styles. Okay, so let's say I want to change my website to this one we call Evergreen. I can click it, and you can see it doesn't look good because I have a logo updated there. But you can see automatically, really quickly, it changed the entire site with this green look and feel. Let's say I wanted to choose this red carpet change. Okay, right there, really quickly, you can see it totally changed the look and feel. And like I said, if it doesn't look good with this in here, so we'd want that gone, of course. But you can see it really quickly changed the total look and feel of the site back to the default there, the blue. Okay, and I'm just going to go back to, here's the default red. So we've got a bunch more of these that we're working on, guys. So just keep an eye out. We're going to be making it way easier for you to really change the look and feel of your sites. And then from here, if you like one of these, you just select it, click Save and Publish. And then from there, you can go in and tweak it even more if you want to. Okay, I'm just going to click cancel and get out of here. So what we're going to do now, guys, is after you've changed the look and feel of your website, the next thing you're going to want to do is change your content. Okay, and I'm not saying that you have to go through and change all of your content. All we're saying here, guys, is go through and put your spin on the content. Okay, like I said, we're not seeing a duplicate content penalty for people. Here's a really quick example, and there's some reasons why there's no duplicate content penalty that we found with our member sites. I'm just going to go type We Buy House Sacramento and go down here, and you can see here number 4, the number 4 result for We Buy House Sacramento is one of our members' websites. And you can see they haven't done anything to their website, guys. They haven't changed their hero image. They haven't changed any of their content at all. I'd be surprised if on their about page, yeah, they haven't even really customized their about page. Okay, so this right here is proof that stuff is not being whacked for duplicate content, especially when you spend a little bit of time putting your own twist to your content. Okay, so the first thing I would do in the content side of things, guys, is spend maybe 15, 20 minutes, not much time at all, going through and looking at all the pages in your content. Okay, because then you can really look and go, well, I don't want this page. I want to delete that, or I want to change this, and then your website is really personal to you, and that will help increase conversions. Okay, so let's say I want to look at the testimonials page, look and see what's there. I'm like, oh, well, I want to add a video like Trevor had in the demo. Okay, or I want to change my testimonials or whatever. All you got to do is go up here to edit page. You can dive in and edit the content on the page. Okay, and that's what I would do. Just spend, like I said, 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, just going through all the pages on your website, just kind of clicking through and just going in there customizing the stuff. So let's say that you wanted to put something else in here, that just really relayed what you wanted to talk about for your business. Click update, and then you can view the page here. Click view page, and it's going to go take you back to view that page that you just updated. And you can see within a few seconds I updated the content. And you can kind of toy around with this, but it works pretty much the same as Microsoft Word. If you want to put a hyperlink in there to another page, highlight the text, click this little chain, and put in the link. Okay. If you want to add an image, all you got to do is find where you want the image to go. Click Add Media, and then you can either select an image that's already in your media library, or you can upload an image from your computer. Okay. Really quick and simple stuff, guys. One thing I want to show you, this is a biggie. And I mentioned before how you already have content built into your website when you get it. And we have what we call our done for you base SEO, right? And I'm going to show you what this means and why it's so important, and what you're going to see on your back end. Okay. So I'm going to scroll down here, and you can see right here, just on this sample website, you can see there's a bunch of stuff we've kind of hacked in here, so don't mind this. But on the sample website, you can see we buy houses Seattle, WA. We buy houses Seattle, WA. We buy houses in Seattle. Seattle investment properties. Seattle investment properties. You can see all this stuff in here. Okay. So the way that is put into your pages is by what we call a short code. Okay. So automatically, when you set up your websites, you'll see the city that you said that you invest in. When you set up your account, you'll automatically see the city that you invest in all over your website already. You'll see your company name in your website. You'll see your phone number, all that kind of stuff. Okay. So what we're going to see is when you're in here in the editor, you're going to see these little brackets with some words and then another bracket. Okay. That's what we call a short code. You can see here it is again, bracket, market underscore city, bracket. Let's scroll down here. You can see bracket, company. So what this is doing is anytime our system sees this, what we call a short code, we're automatically grabbing the information you gave us upon your setup and putting it on your website for you. Okay. This is a big deal for SEO because automatically on your websites now it's going to have, it's going to have your city in there, which is going to help you be optimized for that market. It's going to have your city. It's going to have your company name. It's going to have your phone number. If you want to ever edit these or change these, number one, you can just go in here and delete the short codes and put whatever you want in there. Okay. You could put Seattle in there if you wanted to. Okay. But if you wanted to leverage our short codes, I just put it back in there. All you got to do is go to settings, go to company info, and it's going to open up our company info page. And I apologize, guys, about the delay here in the Wi-Fi. And here is where you can edit that company information. This is the information you gave us upon your setup. And you can see company name, then you can see here's bracket company. That's the short code. So if you want to update what's in your company short code that's being populated on your site, you can change that. Okay, so ABC properties. If you want to change the city that you do business in, which is the market underscore city short code, just change it. So I'm going to change this to Portland. Okay. I'm going to go down here and click Save Changes. Yeah, the Wi-Fi is just being really weird. Okay. It's going to go ahead and view the site. So we'll stay here. Okay. For some reason, the Wi-Fi is just really wigging out in here. So I'm going to change it. Click Save Changes. And what we're going to do is we're going to go view the website. And you're going to see everything change from Seattle to Portland. Okay, so I'm gonna scroll down here, and you can see now we buy houses in Portland. See our Portland investment properties. Okay, and some of these ones that already say Seattle, those are ones where I just changed the content and I actually wrote Seattle. Okay, so you can see right here, I actually just wrote Seattle in there. That's why it's still showing up there. Okay, so I'm just gonna delete that. But anyway, you get the picture. Okay, with a click of a mouse, guys, I changed the city from Seattle to Portland, and I changed my company name from Insight Properties to ABC Properties. So if you want to leverage our short code system, now you know what it is. Now you know how to change it. Um, Go through, guys, change your content, update your content, do whatever you want to do with it. Some people don't update anything, like I said, and they're still getting great search results. We highly suggest you go through and kind of like our sample site here, update the content a little bit, get some testimonials in there. If you've done deals, get testimonials from people that you've done deals with. If you haven't done deals, get testimonials from your banker or from your mortgage broker, even if it was a house that you purchased to live in. I get a testimonial from your insurance agent on how good of a person you are to work with. Not even on the investment side of things, but how good of you are as a person to work with. Are you a credible person? Those can be great character testimonials for you guys. And then as you start to do deals, then you can put testimonials about deals you've done in here. This right here, guys, this is genius for increasing your conversion rate on your sites. Okay, this is one thing that I would highly suggest you do on your websites to increase your conversion rate. Is put a personal picture of you in there. Okay, this guy has a picture of him and his daughter, and he's smiling, and he's talking about how he's going to help you with your situation by buying your home. Okay, people who don't put any of that in there, if you just have your website and it's like this by default, and you're not putting any personal touch into it, then it really reduces your chance of making that connection with the person who's on the web page. Okay, and you can even see here on this one, on this Aquis, she's looking to buy multifamily properties. And I'm going to go down here and you can see her pictures here. My name is Dee. I founded Aquis LLC in St. Louis, Missouri based real estate investment company over the years. And she tells her story. Okay. And this, guys, really, really resonates with people. Okay. So that's the one thing. If you only update one piece of content in your entire website, it's to make your site look more personal by getting your picture up there in your story. Okay. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do, guys, is step 3 is getting your first lead page up. Okay, after you've done your content, after you've had a chance to get your website looking the way you want, even if you don't want to change it at all. If you don't want to change it, guys, keep it simple. Just go with it. Just update some content and roll with it. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna learn how to use lead pages. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the dashboard. And what a lead page is I guess here's a great example of a lead page right here. Let's see. Let me find it. Okay, so here's our member, the one that was in Chicago. Okay, so a great example of a lead page, guys, is a page that is built specifically to convert someone to a lead, someone to a cash buyer, seller, private money lender, something like that. Okay, so you can see here, this is a cash buyer website, and you can see here's this link that says properties for sale. And by default, the link is linked to a lead page where someone's got to opt in. Okay, they've got to opt in, put in their information so they can see the properties on the other side. This is a lead page. Okay, these work insanely well to generate leads to your website, cash buyers, sellers, the whole thing. Okay, but how do you use those to really get leads really quickly? The first place that I would go, guys, to get leads is grab one of your lead pages, like this one right here. Grab one of your lead pages and get it on Craigslist. Okay, get it on Craigslist and start generating some cash buyer leads if that's what you need. Within days or minutes, you'll be able to see some leads start to come in. And it really, of course, depends on your market. If you're in a market where Craigslist is really, really active, then you're going to get leads quicker than a market where Craigslist isn't really active. But what I'm going to do is actually, let's see if I can find it. I think I might have shut it down. What I'm going to do, guys, is, okay, so here's my Word document for my Craigslist ads. Okay, you can see I've got a bunch of Craigslist ads here. I've got lease option ads, got a whole bunch of cash buyer motivated seller ads. The ads that we put online, guys, are dead simple. Okay, they're dead simple. They're so easy. We don't make them overcomplicated. You can see the title of this Craigslist ad. Actually, let's look in this one right here. You can right here, fixer upper properties for sale in a peaceful area with your city. Okay, in a peaceful area, Seattle. And then all I'm doing for the entire ad is this little bit of HTML. Email us at support@oncarrot.com. We can get this to you, or we're building this into the system as we speak into our new lead page engine. So maybe by the time you view this, this might be already built into our lead page engine, to where it'll help you generate Craigslist ads. But in the meantime, email us at support. We can get you a list of our Craigslist ads. All you've got to do is take, let's say I want to make this one right here, Handyman Properties lead page. I'm just pasting it in here where it says insert link. Okay, paste that in. And now I just take this and put that into that Craigslist ad. That's it. And what it's going to do, it's going to create a link that says click here to view them all. And it's going to drive to your lead page. And what we do is we post several ads a day. Just putting this in there. We post several ads a day in Craigslist for cash buyers. Okay, and we found on some days we're able to generate 20 or 30 cash buyers in a day. Of course, a lot of them are going to be tire kickers. Some of them are going to be retail buyers who are looking to buy a house to live in, and you're going to find some really great cash buyers in as well. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys where to find your lead pages and how to get them. So log into your account, go to the lead pages tab, click it. Here in a few weeks, you're going to see the lead pages tab it's going to be way different. But as it currently is, as I'm doing this getting started call, here's what it looks like. And one of the first things I would do is go in here and click view on your lead pages and see what you got, see what you have to work with. And these are the ones that we've already created for you. Okay, these are the ones we've already created for you that you can, from day one, you can start marketing these from right now as you're watching this video. You can go grab a lead page and put this lead page on Facebook right now, on Craigslist right now. Okay, you don't have to wait for anything. You don't even have to attach a domain name to get your first lead. Okay, you can see here I have not attached a domain name to this demo website. It's still my username.oncarrot.com. I guarantee you I can still get leads from Craigslist and even from Facebook, driving people to this page. So don't let small stuff get in the way. This one works really well on Facebook. Okay, so here's a simple one. This one right here is a really great one for private lending. Okay, so some people are posting these on their Facebook account, and people are actually coming here and downloading this private lending report. Here's another one. We kind of tweaked it around a little bit. Here's a passive investing report one. You already have this passive investing report in a cash buyer site if that's what you set up. Here's one we kind of tweaked a little bit. We put a video here. We put some other stuff there. So you've got a site, a page similar like this, but we went ahead and put a video there. Okay, you can do the same thing. Here's one that is in your cash buyer websites. It's what we call the Warren Buffett page. That's got a really good Warren Buffett video talking about why he would buy single family homes and how, and it's going to help you really generate interest in cash buyers. And here's what we call our fixer upper property page. Okay, this is a fixer upper property page. You can see here's a picture back here. I'm going to actually change this picture because by default it's got a different picture. By default, your picture is going to look a little bit differently, but you do have this page set up in your cash buyer website. So I'm inside my lead page, and you can see it's very similar to editing a normal page. Okay, and down here, here's how you edit your lead page options. And same thing, guys, we have all the tutorials that walk you through this stuff. So all you got to do is go to your help section, help.oncarrot.com, or click help and support right here, and click and type lead pages. Okay, and that'll help you to learn how to use lead pages if you don't pick it up here in this call. But let's say I want to change the background image of that lead page. Okay, I went ahead and deleted the one that's in there. I'm going to upload the background image that you guys are seeing on your own pages. Okay, so I'm just going to go to lead page background, click select or upload images. I'm going to go to the media library because I know this image is already uploaded for me, but you can always upload your own image as well right there. I'm just going to go ahead and click this one, and that's the image that we have by default uploaded in yours. I'm going to click update. I'll go view this lead page. And right there, guys, you can see really quickly I changed the background, and you can see how much of an impact, a visual impact, this picture makes now. Okay, and what I would suggest is go in your neighborhood wherever you're buying properties and take some pictures of some fixer-upper type properties that you would sell and put that in there. Or take a picture of your team or one of your buyers in front of one of your properties and put it in here. Okay, that will increase your conversions big time, guys. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you kind of some options that you can do to kind of tweak around your lead pages if you want to. So you can see here, you can of course select your own opt-in form or put in a custom opt-in form code if you have one. You can move the opt-in form down and around a little bit, Just kind of toy around with that. We like ours in the sidebar. It seems to work better. And then over here, we've got these four options. You've got header, elements, navigation, content, and footer. And basically, it's really simple. You can either choose to show them or hide them. Okay. So if I was to show the header, I click full. That's going to be showing my logo, my phone number, all that kind of stuff. Okay. So you can see it put the logo and phone number in there. That's showing the header. Okay. I'm just going to hide it again. Navigation, that puts in the links, to your page. Usually we keep navigation off of lead pages because it is just distracting and lowers your conversion. Okay, content. So you can see on this particular page, guys, there is no content here. It's blank. And actually, this page works really, really well anyway without content there. But let's say you wanted to make this a video squeeze page. Okay, I wanted the video here that talks them into joining your cash buyer list. Go down here to content and make it visible if it's not already. And then go up here and put whatever content you want in here in the editor. So you can see I already have some content in there, but you can put a video in there like we've done. Just put the YouTube video right there. You can put a picture. You can do whatever you want to do right there. Okay. I'm just going to click update. And we also added a form to the bottom of this just for illustrations purposes. I'm going to click refresh as soon as this save happens. Okay. I'm going to click refresh. And you can see really quickly we've got some content there. We've got a video there. And down here, we put an opt-in box at the bottom as well to really increase conversions, okay? So really quickly, guys, you can make your squeeze pages, video squeeze pages. And video squeeze pages work really, really well if you have a good video there. If you don't have a video there, don't worry about it. Get rid of it. Delete this video, click update, and just put some content in there, okay? So I'm going to click update. Okay, looks like the save hasn't changed yet. Refresh, and come on. There we go. You can see the video is gone now. So all kinds of stuff you guys can do. Just kind of toy around with it. Hit up our tutorials, hit up our help section, and dive in there and do some stuff. Okay, and then what we're going to do now is after you've got a lead page the way you want it, or like I said, you don't have to edit your lead pages. Just go in there and use the ones we've already created for you as they are. All you got to do is come up here when you're looking at that lead page, copy it, and that's the link you're going to put in your email footer. Your email signature. That's the link you're going to put in your Craigslist ads, in your Facebook ads, and Google pay-per-click, all kinds of stuff like that. Okay, so that's what you guys are going to do there. Really quick and simple, guys. And like I said, we're going to be improving this here as we go. So the last thing I'm going to show you guys is really quickly. I'm going to show you our SEO, our search engine optimization tool, and this is the only thing that I use to get this page, ClamathFallsApartments.net. Is the only thing that I use to get this page ranked on page 1 and to get leads coming into this thing every single week. Okay, I have tenant leads coming into this thing every single week. And what I do with my tenant leads, because this particular property, it's only 4 units. And of course, I don't always have a unit available. But when I'm getting the leads, what I'm doing is I'm selling them to my property manager. So whenever he gets a lead that actually ends up locking up one of his other apartments that he manages, he kicks me over a referral. Okay, so that's a really great way that I've used this to generate a little bit of side income, whatever. It's not a lot, but it's generating leads all the time. And then when I have a unit available, then bam, I can fill that unit with my leads that are coming in because it's ranked on page 1 in Google. And the only reason it's ranked on page 1 in Google, guys, like I said, is because of the SEO grader tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my home page here. So I'm inside of pages. I'm going to go to my home page, click the home page, and you can search engine optimize any page in your entire website, lead pages, blog posts, the whole thing. So I'm going to scroll down here to on Carrot SEO. You're going to see a few things, guys, and do not discount the power of this, okay? Even if you only spend 20 minutes using on your Carrot SEO tool one time, it'll give you a boost over what your website normally would be, okay? And by default, we've already optimized your home page using this tool. But if you're going to do blog posts, if you want to optimize your website for multiple different cities, then you're going to want to be able to use this tool decently well. And it's way simple. We're essentially taking the 5 years of SEO experience that we have, baked them into this tool, and now you don't have to know SEO. Okay, you don't have to be an SEO expert, guys, to be able to optimize your page as well. All you have to know how to do is follow this tool. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to be able to first pick a keyword, okay? So that's the only thing that our tool cannot do for you, is we cannot pick a keyword for you to focus on. But we do, as a bonus, guys, hit us up at support@allencarrot.com if you don't have this yet. But hit us up at support@allencarrot.com to get suggested keywords. And we have a bunch of suggested keywords that we've already done the research on that we know people are typing in. So we buy houses, then with the name of your city is a keyword we know people type in. Sell house fast, then your city is a keyword we know people type in. Save my house from foreclosure in. Stop foreclosure in, the name of your city. Those are just one of several keywords that you can use to get your websites ranked well. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, since this is our cash buyer demo website, so we're looking to generate cash buyer leads. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and optimize this page really quick for a cash buyer keyword. And one keyword I know that cash buyers type in is investment properties in whatever the city is. Okay, so I'm just going to start typing in really slow. Investment, and you can see what's happening here, guys, is our tool is popping up some suggested words for you. And these are suggested words based on what Google is telling me. Okay, we're getting this data directly from Google based on what Google is saying is being searched. So investment, you can see I'm typing slow, and it's going to give me some different suggestions. Investment properties. Okay, so now we're getting closer, guys. We're getting closer to some really great keywords. Investment properties for sale, investment properties in Vegas, Orange County, Florida. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do investment properties in, and then just type the name of your city. Okay, let's say your city is Portland. P-O-R. Okay, so you can see our system, guys, is serving up suggestions. You can see Portland is in there. So investment properties in Portland, investment properties in Portland, Oregon, best investment property in Portland. So our system, guys, is telling you exactly what keyword phrases are being searched that you can rank this page for. And the people the members who are getting the best results out of InvestorCarrot with SEO, they spend maybe an hour or two a month. So it's not a lot of time, guys, an hour or two a month. And they're writing a new page in their website or a new blog post in their website on a new keyword every time. So maybe you put up a page called investment properties in Portland. You optimize that page for that. So let's do this. Well, I'm just going to click it, and you can see it selected it. But then maybe next time, in 2 weeks, you create another page called, just grab one of the other suggestions, best investment property in Portland. That's a blog post you write. Optimize that blog post for that keyword. And now you're really casting the net out there and getting traffic from multiple different keywords. And that's really how you dominate online with SEO and getting traffic and leads. Okay. It's really hard to do it if you're not going to put any work in at all. But like I said, some people, guys, they don't have to do anything. Depends on your market. Like we buy houses. One guy who's ranked well for we buy houses in Sacramento. He hasn't done anything. Okay, so you can see he's ranked number 4 and he hasn't done a thing. So I'm not going to say that you have to spend an hour or two a month, but the people who get the best results are, because while he might be ranked number 4 for this one term, these other guys who are writing a blog post or two a month focused on different terms, they're ranking in the top 4 or 5 for 20 different terms. So they're getting traffic from 20 different terms, not just one. Okay, that's the importance here. If you really want to crush it. If you don't have the time or the know-how, or you don't want to do it, that's something, guys, that we can do for you. We have our we have our what we call our Content Pro plan, where we'll actually write 2 blog posts a month for you. They will be optimized for certain keyword phrases we know people are typing in. We'll also do some other stuff for you. Okay. And that's just $199 a month, where we'll go through and we'll actually write search engine optimized blog posts for you 2 times a month. Okay. So first thing, what you're going to do is you put in your keyword. I've got the keyword investment properties in Portland, and all you have to do, copy and paste, guys. Go down here to SEO title, and I'm just going to delete this to start fresh. Paste it right there. So you're going to put your keyword first, and then what I usually do is I put my secondary keyword in here. So you can see in this list that came up, best investment property in Portland. That's another keyword suggestion it gave me. I'm just going to put that one in there as well. And I put my company name. Okay. Okay, next guys, same thing. I'm just going to put my keyword in this meta description. And what the meta description is when you do a Google search, you can see here's the title, and then here's some content right there. Okay, and then there's the link to your website. What the meta description is this right here. So what a lot of people don't realize is you can actually edit this content that Google shows. Okay, and when you edit it correctly, like our tool shows you how to do, you give yourself a better chance of ranking well. So I'm just going to do this right here, looking for. So you can see, guys, I put in my keyword right there, really easy. Cool. So you can see I put my keyword in there. And now you can see what we're doing is this is changing colors, okay? And our entire SEO tool, guys, is all color coded. So there's no guessing what is right and what's wrong. So number one, is my keyword in the page title? It says yes. So SEO title, it's in there. Is my keyword in the meta description? The answer is yes, it's in there. Okay, so now what we need to do is we're just gonna go ahead and go up here and click update. So we're gonna update the page and save those changes I just made. And now this is where the real magic happens, guys. This is where the real magic happens with the SEO Grader tool, and it's pretty darn powerful. So I'm gonna go back down here, and now we're gonna see these different things here. So we see these red no's, right? So click page analysis. And this is where the magic happens. This is where our 5+ years of SEO experience are baked into the system. And we'll walk you by the hand and tell you exactly what you need to do on any page or any blog post that you've written to make it optimized for that keyword and give yourself a much better chance of ranking well. Okay, so what we're going to do, it's kind of like a game. We're going to change these reds to greens and the yellows to greens and orange to greens. Okay, the more greens you have, the more optimized your page is going to be. And you can see this little ball up here. It says SEO. Right now, this page isn't very well optimized. It's a yellow. We want to get that to a green. So the first thing says, you have not used your keyword or key phrase in any subheading, such as the H2 in your copy. And of course, our keyword phrase is this right here. So I'm just going to take that. I'm going to go up here, and in here in the system, there's things that we call headings. So these big things, if you click on something, you'll see this right here, heading 1. If I click on this, you can see it's just paragraph type content. If I click on this, that's a heading 2. So what this particular tip was telling me was saying, I need to make a subheading and a heading 2 of my keyword phrase in it. Okay, so really simple, guys. So I'm just going to go like this. Okay, make sure it's a heading 2. Click heading 2. Okay, right here. I'm just going to type some words to make it make sense. Looking for investment properties in Portland. Quick update. And now I'm going to go down, and you're going to see now that red tooltip, that red tip that it gave me to do that is now not red anymore. Okay, now it's going to be green, or it's just going to be gone because it's not there anymore. Okay, so you can see right there, keyword phrase is in 1 out of 8 subheadings. So awesome, we put one in there. The keyword does not appear in the first paragraph of the copy. Okay, so let's go ahead and up here and go do this. And what it's meaning is it's meaning the content. Okay, so the first paragraph is the first thing where there's content in your copy. So right here, so looking to pick up, let's do this. Looking for investment properties in Portland. So you can see I put my keyword there. I'm just going to bold it just for the heck of it. Click update. That's, guys, this is all we're doing here is we're walking through exactly what the system is telling us to do. You have an SEO expert in your back pocket. Okay, it doesn't appear in the first paragraph of the copy. Okay, so it looks like it's still saying it's not in there. So go up here and let's do it up here. Okay, so you're of course going to want to do a better job of writing content that makes sense. I'm just doing this for speed, just to show you how the SEO tool works. And like I said, guys, it does not take much effort as you go through this. For some reason, it's not grabbing that one out of there. Investment properties in Portland. Okay. Uh, for some reason, it must be not. It must be considering the first paragraph, maybe this, something like that. So anyway, toy around with it until you get it. Okay, so the images on this page do not have alt tags containing your keyword phrase. It's an orange. What that means is one of the first things that Google looks for in your pages Google cannot tell what your image is about. Okay, it can't see that this is a house in Chicago, an investment property in Chicago. Okay, you have to tell them that it's an investment property in Chicago or Portland or whatever. So what we're going to do is we're going to click the image, click this little image editor, and there's this thing that says alternative text. Okay, take your keyword phrase, put it in there, click update. All we did there was we updated the alt text, the alt tag for the image. So now Google can tell that that image is about investment properties in Portland. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down here, click page analysis, and you can see now that one that was orange is not orange anymore. Okay, um, let's see, it's down here now. So just kind of work your way through, guys. Work your way through. Try to get all these yellows and oranges to greens if possible. You can see now I changed it from a yellow to a green, optimized for that keyword phrase. So really powerful, guys. Like I said, I spent maybe 15 minutes optimizing just my home page here for the Klamath Falls Apartments, and it's been ranking on page 1 for a while, and I get leads every single week from it. Same thing, guys. They did the exact same thing with this one. We Buy Houses CT, We Buy Houses Connecticut, Sell House Fast. They rank on in the top 3 for all those keyword phrases just from using the SEO Grader tool on their homepage and a couple blog posts. So that's it, guys. This is your getting started call. If you have any questions, send them through to our support line at support@oncarrot.com or, of course, on live chat. Let me just kind of finish this out. So coming soon, guys, with InvestorCarrot, we're always continually building stuff into the system. We're making things simpler. So we want your feedback, okay? As you dive into something, if there's something that's not as easy as you hope that it would be, let us know and we'll help you with it, okay? If you want your website to look really different, really custom, if you want the multifamily one that I showed you guys before, let us know, okay? Because this is something that we can do for you. A lot of this will fall into our customization package, and it's really, really affordable, guys. It's only $75 for 2 hours of our team's time. And all you have to do is tell us what you want done to your website on the look and feel, and we will dive in and do it for you. Okay, that's what this customer did. She said, here's a picture I took. I want that there. I want my colors different. And she actually paid us to help write content for her, which that's a different pricing model because it's a lot more difficult. And we're writing custom content. We're optimizing the content for you, but that's an option. Okay, guys. So what I really want you to know is that you're not alone. Okay, you're not alone in this. Focus on what you do well and what you like to do, and let us do the rest. A lot of it, if it's really quick stuff that we can do for you in 30 seconds or a minute, hit us up on live chat. We'll just hammer it out for you. Let's do it for you. Okay, just to help you get going quick. If it's something that'll take us longer, 15 minutes, 10, 15, 20 minutes, then that's where it will fall into our customization package. But please let us know where you're having difficulties. Let us know if you're having a problem getting rolling. We're here to help you. And we have a lot of stuff coming soon, guys. More tutorials, more done for you stuff. We're redesigning things. We're adding analytics and traffic tracking. We're adding more templates like multifamily, note buying, commercial. And we're coming out with new things to make things simpler every single day. And hit us up on support, guys. So if you need questions, sign up for our classes just like this one. Every month we have an advanced class. So go to help.oncarrot.com and check out our tutorials. Please, please, please do me a favor. Anytime you have a question, let's say you have a question, how do I change this on my form? Go to the help section first and type it in. If you can't find the answer there really, really quickly, then hit us up on live chat or hit us up on email support. Okay? We're here for you guys. So I welcome you in aboard as a new member, or if you're an existing member who's been with us for a while, thank you for being with us for a long time and trusting us and continually growing with us. And we'll talk to you guys. Thank you very much for being on this call.